Let's get cooking, baby.
Hey guys, welcome back. It is time to start my carnivore diet, and doing so, I'm going to show you how I'm starting this. So, what we are going to make we're going to start with a pound of grass-fed 85-15. You don't want too lean of stuff, because you actually want that fat, because the fat is what's going to give you the fuel and stuff. But we're going to go ahead and, might help if I turn this thing on. We're going to go ahead and fry this up. And I'll show you the seasonings that I do use. Try to figure out how to get in front of this camera here. Go ahead and break it up. And once this gets to sizzling, we will be right back. Okay, as you can see, we're ready to start adding some seasoning. We're getting a little brown there. So we're going to go ahead and start adding our spices. Now, a lot of people say, oh, the spices, that's not carnivore. But once that flavor gets into the meat, any part of the vegetable is going to be pretty much obsolete within this. Now, if I was using fresh vegetables, that would be a different story. So, what we're going to start with is our friend garlic. About yay much, about a teaspoon, about a half teaspoon of onion powder, and we're going to go ahead and put some Lowry's Creole spice. The spice, you want to make sure that the spice doesn't have sugar, because sugar will make it through the cooking process. Very important thing. Celtic salt, Celtic salt, however you want to say it. You want to put a generous amount on there, because that's where you're going to be getting your minerals and stuff from. Because you're not going to get a lot of your minerals and vitamins from your vegetables, and your meat doesn't have that minerals. And there's a thing called carnivore flu. Now, if you don't prepare for this, you will get the carnivore flu. And for me, to prepare for this, make sure you have a good salt, not no table salt. You want some of this kind of salt, because it has a lot of minerals and stuff in there that you need. The little girl with the blue umbrella isn't good salt. Even if you weren't on a carnivore diet, that is not a good salt. Also, you can go ahead and put pepper in there. Where's my pepper? Oh, there it is. If you want some pepper in there, go ahead and add that. But what we are making today is kind of a hamburger gravy. And once this gets done, I'll show you the next step, how we're going to make our gravy. So break that up real good and mix it all in there. And remember, if you're on the carnivore diet, make sure you hydrate. You drink a lot more than you would normally drink. We'll be back in just a minute. Okay, we're about ready for our next step. And a lot of people will be like, oh man, look at all that fat in there. Drain that fat. You actually need that fat, like I said before. If you're doing this to lose weight, the fat is what you need to fuel your body to burn the fat in your body. It's kind of odd, but yeah. Our next thing is cream cheese. Softened is so much better. It's a lot easier to mix up. So I microwave it in the microwave for about 20 seconds. And we're going to go ahead and mix this up real good. Once that starts getting warmed up, it'll mix in there really good. Make sure that is incorporated in there really good. And this gives it a really, really nice flavor. If you like, go ahead and add some more pepper. Just like gravy, it intensifies the flavor. Kind of flatten it out in there like that. Okay, our next stage, you might find odd, but we are going to put eggs in here. Now there's a couple ways you can do this. I like just putting the eggs in there just like this. Eggs are a good source of protein, especially when you put the egg filling in there. Get a little extra calcium. I accidentally broke that one. I'm going to go ahead and add another one to this. And this is just for me, you know. Next thing we're going to want to do is season the top of those eggs. You can season with what you want. Just make sure there's no sugar in it. We're going to cover this. And we're going to let this sizzle here for about a couple minutes. And we're going to shut the heat off. And then let it cook itself. But just let it be. Let it do its thing. And I'll be back in just a minute. Okay, once you start seeing the whites of the eggs start cooking, make sure you cover this up and don't open it up anymore. And you're going to turn your heat off. Turn it off and just let it sit there. It'll continue cooking. And depending on how you like your eggs, if you don't like it like this, another good way to do this is scramble the eggs and mix it all together. But I like it this way because I can have the yolks a little bit runny and then mix it in with what I've got. But again, just let it sit there and we'll be back for the finished product. Okay, as you can see, these are pretty much done. You got a jiggle on top, which is good, is what we want. We're going to go ahead and put this back on there. And I'm going to plate this up and we'll be back in just a moment. Okay, here we are. Now I'm going to go ahead and serve these up. They'll probably break, which is kind of normal. Plop that down right there. And this will be my meal for today. Easier if I set this down. And I broke that one. But you get the gist of things. Like having them eggs around there like that. And again, you're going to see a lot of fat in this and you're going to freak out. But a lot of times when people do the carnivore diet, they think, oh, I need to eat fat-free this and fat-free that because all the fat that I'm ingesting. But the fact is, you actually need that fat because that's your fuel. Unlike the sugars and all the other stuff that you get, you're going to need that. And there you go. Again, real important. Celtic salt, or Celtic, or you'll get it. And you can see it is coarse salt. And you're going to need that. Believe it or not, there will be people saying, oh, your sodium is going to go high. All your... I've had blood tests done before and after I was on the carnivore diet. And my sodium dropped drastically. My blood pressure dropped. Everything dropped except for... I forget, the bad cholesterol. It only went up by 2. So they say, oh, don't do that. Your cholesterol is going to go skyrocket. It only went up by 2. And to me, that is not that bad. I would rather have a little bit higher of that than other things. Because they're going to try to talk you into... And I'm not a doctor, so don't take my advice, but they'll try to talk you into taking cholesterol to get rid of your cholesterol. Your brain needs cholesterol. We never had Alzheimer's, dementia, or anything until people started taking cholesterol medicine. That's allegedly, of course, because I'm not a doctor and I'm not a scientist, so you get it from there. If you guys want to see more of my journey into carnivore, I will be doing a lot of carnivore recipes. If that's what you want, let me know in the comments. Until next time, happy munching.